What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Matt Burrill here. Welcome back to another edition of the In the Round podcast. Today we've got a real special guest. You might know him from the internet. You might know him from being out at bars here in Nashville, or you might know him if you're a student here in Nashville, Tennessee, at the fine establishment known as Belmont University. Give it up for our boy from Wisconsin, Mr. Will Cullen. Will, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. This is cool, man.
Yeah,
it's a great day. Yeah, just having a great day in Nashville. It's beautiful outside.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was fun.
I saw you on Friday.
I did see you on Friday. What did we even do Friday?
Well, we closed down Red Door, which I haven't done. Dude, I've been dealing with vertigo. You ever had that?
Like not sleeping?
Vertigo is when you're like dizzy. Like when everything's just dizzy, like you feel like you're walking, like you're stuck drunk, like you can't drive or do anything.
Yeah.
Like everything's just kind of like tilted. Have you ever had that before?
No, usually after it's alcohol, but that's all.
Yeah,
but you just have it.
It's like having the spins, and I had that for like the last 2-3 weeks. So Friday night,
like the whole time, 24/7.
Yeah. Like
is that why your head's like this way?
I know, right?
No,
I'm like, yeah. It's like a dog. It's like when you ask a dog a question and their head's fucking tilt. But so Friday night was my first night back out. And I was out with Nikki T and Sweet Boy and some other folks. And it's a good time when you close down Red Door, when the lights go from red to yellow. Yeah. And that was that night for us on Friday.
Yep, that was interesting because I actually had to leave the next morning for a show in Cincinnati. And that's like only like a 4-hour drive, but I was unwell on that trip up.
What was the show in Cincinnati?
It's like a fishbowl at the Banks. It's like a mini Gulch, but in Cincinnati.
Okay.
That's like just like a nice little area blocked off in a bunch of fun little bars. There's a tin roof there.
Oh, sick.
So it was fun. I played at this one little thing and then went over to tin roof and then you got like a hotel. It's great. I love traveling, especially like on the weekends when I can.
Did you film some content up there? So I feel like you obviously do shows and you're doing the student thing, but for you, the content grind, maintaining what you've built, which hard. Congrats on all the success from that, dude. That grind is not easy. It wears you down, and to keep it fresh like you're able to do with that by utilizing that same kind of concept of serenading beautiful women, which by the way, as a single guy, I'm like that. I wish I could do what you do, bro.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that, but it is fun. I'm glad I found my little niche because I downloaded TikTok when COVID started. Yeah. So I started posting that summer, and it's been since then that I've like been posting. And that's the thing too. I always just try to change things up and keep things like interesting because you never know what's gonna work. Like this is like my 4th or 5th or 6th series that I've done on TikTok. So it hasn't always been centered around that, but what
were some of the other ones you did?
Okay, so I started. I was in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, actually, and there's nothing that happens there. And I was like, okay, got to mix it up. I play guitar. I taught myself how to play guitar, so I was like, okay, I can definitely help out other people learn how to play guitar. Yeah. So that's what I did. I just set up like I used like the stickers and the text, and I just showed the tabs, and I just posted on TikTok like 30 seconds. You can learn a song. I think Chasing Cars, I did a tutorial on that. Yeah. It's like the easiest song ever. And you can literally never play guitar ever, but you can pick up a guitar and learn how to play it on the spot. So that was my first one that did like over, actually, that's not a lot. That's my first music one that did like over 1 million. So that was cool. I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Sophomore year, because I'm a senior now at Belmont. And then so sophomore year, I started... I kind of sang a little bit, but not too well. I was never the one to be like, came out of the womb singing like every other person in Nashville. It's not fair. But I tried. I started singing like 2, 3, 4 years ago. So I
you came down to do the guitar thing and the songwriting thing? Or?
No, I was just everything. Just entertainment. I just wanted to entertain people. But so then I started doing, I sat outside my dorm and then people would walk by, mostly girls. And then they would, but the camera was just on me. And I was singing for strangers. So I would do the same thing, but the camera was just on me, and it was so much easier, or so much simpler. And then that did well, got me to like a couple 100,000 followers, and I was like, okay, we got to do something with this. I got something cool. Let's continue. And I did like songwriting stuff too. I was like, all right, got to put songs out, got to do this. So then I moved down here, and then Belmont is very unique in its sense that it has very, very talented people everywhere. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sing with strangers now. So then I popped someone down next to me, And I would literally just sit in like they got the gazebos and stuff.
There's so many gazebos and so many benches and so many opportunities. So it makes sense. Literally,
I would just yell at people, be like, "Hey, do you sing? Get over here!" And I did like 100 of those or something like that. And then that happened and died down a little bit. Just I wasn't that consistent. And then this one, I was like, all right. Actually, I posted like 2 or 3 similar to what I do now, but it was like I was busking, and then I had just a buddy go boom, 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 filming the reactions, but it was messy, wasn't clean. But one of them got a little traction. So I'm like, okay, there's something here, but it's not clean. It's not easy to watch. So then I set down a tripod now, just wherever the girl is, and then press go, have another phone for audio, boom, place it down, and then I edit all of them too. So,
dude, you're getting so much editing experience with that too, man. But that I'm sure you would love. I'm sure you would love to have an editor, but that's
that's what we're working on. Because when because I have enough content for like 2 months, like right now, but I just don't have time to edit all of them. So, figuring that out currently. If anybody edits, which camera? Hit me up. Literally, I just say like just exactly how my videos are right now. I got Splice. Dude, it's the best app ever. It's like just on your phone, like no transferring from your computer to your phone and to TikTok. It's just right on my phone. I have the tripod steady, and then I just do the punch-ins, caption, boom, post it. But it takes a while.
Yeah.
It's like my poop activity. Like whenever I'm pooping, that's what I go.
Dude, I mean, when you can get your work done, people say the bathroom, a man's office, is sitting on the shitter. That is that's the office. I do so many business calls on there. I make sure, dude, and then you let out a good little rip, and you got to hit the microphone on mute so they don't hear you.
And I'm very like lactose tolerant, like lactose intolerant, but I just deal with it. You know,
because you're able to be productive while
it's a good time just to like think about life and a lot of cool things have happened on the toilet.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you're from Wisconsin.
So I was born in Wisconsin when I was really young, moved to Illinois.
So you're just a Midwestern guy.
Yeah, we're just all over the place. Never knew. So the South is so nice, and I don't think I'm ever going back up.
Yeah.
Just because I just love it here.
That's how I feel being from New York. But the Midwest, bro. There's some things about the Midwest. Like the Midwest to me is as a guy who's done touring on the crew side of touring. Wisconsin and Minnesota and Michigan and Illinois and Iowa and Nebraska, those states fuck. They're a lot of fun.
I think it depends on where you go.
Well, I'm saying like country music fans up there.
Yes.
Busch Light, ranch dressing, cheese curds, butter burgers. Like I like going up there, getting a greasy Culver's butter burger with some cheese curds. Dip that shit in some ranch. Who needs ketchup? Who needs mustard? Up there, it's ranch or nothing. Ranch is a religion, and so is Busch Light. Saying "you betcha" and "don't you know?"
Oh, you betcha. Oh, you betcha.
I love it up. I enjoyed it up there. But the winters have to suck, but the summers, like a Wisconsin Midwestern summer on a lake, is just pristine to me. Like it's unmatched.
Dude, it is so good. Every summer I was looking forward to going up to my cousin's lake house. And that was before I like drank or like did anything. It's just that's the shit. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And if you I mean even here, the friends that I know that moved to Nashville from up north, they're like, "Oh yeah, like we had a lake house." I didn't have a lake house growing up. I was like, I got to go to my cousins once a year. They get to go every weekend. So summers are really cool.
It's like American Pie, bro. Like the scene where, like, when they come back from American Pie 2, when they come back from college, and it's like we're going to go to the lake. We're going to spend the summer at the lake.
And summers, if you have a good group of friends, they're so fun. Because I did so many fun things. Just because you have to make your own fun a lot there. Because especially up in Wisconsin, my summers were in Illinois, in a bigger city. It's like 150,000, Naperville. Yeah. So it wasn't as like. Not boring, but there was a lot more going on there than some places in Wisconsin. Like I went to a very small town school in Wisconsin, and there was not much going on there. And I don't know. Even talking to my buddies that stayed there over the summer, they were like, "We just don't want to be here." Sometimes the most fun thing were like Walmart trips. That was like what that was the most fun thing to do.
Are we talking going in the Walmart? We're talking about everybody sitting in the bed of their truck, or people taking their tractors to the Walmart. I've seen this. People take their tractors to the Walmart and they sit there. Someone has like a boom. Someone else playing music. People are doing burnouts in the Walmart. You're just sitting there loitering, drinking beer in the Walmart because there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, people did that too. I mean, I loved it at the time. I was like, oh, this is college. This is sick. I can drink beer when I want. Drank a lot of beer. I easily freshman 20, like right away. And then you figure out like I just didn't know what I wanted to do there because it was so different there because no one else played like music.
Do you have a bullshit major up there?
I went there I was business undecided.
Yeah, that's like
I was going to be an accountant or something. Like I would be the worst fucking accountant ever if I didn't change my major. And yeah, I've been making videos. I had like Finsta, dude.
Yeah.
Like Finsta in high school. I had a Finsta in high school that a couple hundred people ended up following just because I was like my YouTube channel. It was like my TikTok back then. Like I was just making funny videos. I would go to work and I worked at like a Play It Again Sports. And I'll just fuck around and just make funny videos. And that's just when I knew I was like, all right, this is the only thing that not the only thing, but this is like the main thing. I just love entertaining people like this, like making videos, show them off, like I'm just an attention whore, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of knew, like, pretty early on in, like, high school that I was like, all right, I got to figure something out to do.
What was, in a way, I mean, you could look at it as, like, the last straw or the thing that made you take the leap to be like, fuck it, I got to get down to Nashville or I got to get to L.A. or New York. And why Nashville? If you're doing, because entertainment, man, you've got a lot of different hubs for it in the country, but Nashville is its own thing compared to New York, like, L.A., Boston, Miami. There's different spots you can go, but why
It's a small town, big city. I love it. Like, everyone comes from, like, not a similar background, but, like, approximately everyone wants the same thing, just chasing what they really want to do, and everyone's really passionate, and it's so collaborative. I love how like so many people want to work together here, especially if you like got a following, you can do like whatever. But I love the people that I met here. I love the weather. It's happy drinking. It's awesome. When I like a lot of times it was just like sad, like nothing to do, let's drink. Here it was like, all right, we're gonna go out here and you can drink too.
Yeah.
So I think that was like the biggest difference. Just what I've noticed. It's just, and everyone's everyone's doing their dream. So everyone's a lot more satisfied and like content and just wants to help each other out. And I love it. Cause I love having people over. I love helping out people, giving everything. Like, I don't know. I'm just a big fan of the environment here. I didn't have the best time. I've been to LA when I've like had the following or whatever. And
so that's one city I've never been to. The only time I've been to Cali is San Diego, but coming from New York, I hear that it's like that, but the California version of that. So it's like the hippie version of New York in a way.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that.
It can be a little dirty and grimy compared to a place like this in Nashville.
Nashville, yeah, it's clean. It's a clean city
Nashville
too.
is very clean.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
There are some interesting spots here in town.
Interesting. That's a good word for it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just made sense. I visited here the winter break of 2019, I think. Maybe. Yeah, and I went on to Honky Tonk Bar, and I just sang some Luke Combs. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And I had like somewhat of a following then too, and just like I got like recognized going off the plane, and I was like, holy shit. Life is so much cooler here. Like, it's just like, it made sense. And it feels just like I belong here so much more than where I was in Wisconsin. Because
that's how I feel too. Being from in New York, there's a lot of hustle and bustle, and it's a cool. There's a grind and a work ethic, and I'll always be from New York, always rep it, always where my Yanks at, all that shit. But to me, it's like Nashville just feels like home because, like you said, there is just that drive and that like-minded thing of succeeding, but also succeeding in community. Whereas in other cities and in other aspects, bro, it's like there's the grind, but there's this competition with it and all this behind the scenes kind of bullshit, which I'm sure you run into. And I'm sure you see it more because you're interesting because you have the influencer thing going. You're writing songs. You're a college student, and you're doing the music thing. You've got like 3, 4, 5, 6 things going now to where it's not like some people just focus on the one thing. You're kind of spread out amongst a few different things. Like, what's it like like, I'm sure you have friends that are like your TikTok friends that are like more influencer guys and girls, more content creators as opposed to like the songwriters. But now there's been that blend of that. What's it like being kind of involved in that movement, that revolution of content creators doing music?
Well, dude, I think it's all like a little ecosystem. Like every single person has like an ecosystem. I think there's some people where it's like, all right, they have the songwriting really strong, really prevalent, and their content, no content there at all. Because I mean, now it's to the point too where you can literally reach anyone, like with just your phone. Like you can reach that many people. And like I think about that too. Like just imagine like a songwriter that wrote the best songs ever. But I mean, there's no way that he can get 3 million people to know of him if just by talking to people in Nashville. And I know that's like how that's very knowledge and everything too. It's like very much who you know. But how many, the quantity of people that know you actually really helps too, I think, especially in the industry, because you have that many more fans. And when it's something behind the scenes like songwriting and I don't know, like producing, you don't have to have like a following, I don't think. But I think now it's to the point too where you don't have to have it, but just the TikTok community and like having a following just helps you that much more because you can interact with more people. You can communicate with your fans more. Even like Lewis Capaldi now, Billie Eilish have millions of followers on TikTok. They're not TikTokers, but they have millions of followers on it.
Yeah.
I started on TikTok, so I'm a TikToker.
Your Instagram it's crossed over to Instagram very well.
Instagram, that was like stupid. I was like at 12,000 followers 1 week, and then I think literally a week and a half later, or 2 weeks later, it was 1 million.
Oh, I remember watching it go up, and part of the way that I heard it, I've seen a lot of the videos and seen a lot of the content, especially like people that are in music and here in Nashville. Yeah. Everybody kind of takes notice of what's going on, who's got smoke, as they like to say.
Oh,
and
that's
like smoke,
that's cool.
Like having smoke behind you, like seeing it go up. It was probably within the last couple months where it was like almost every day. I'd be like, damn, Will's got another 10,000 followers. Yeah, how I got onto you was really Alyssa Mochi.
Yeah,
our girl Alyssa.
She was in a video.
Yeah, and did you meet her through doing that video, or did you know her prior, or how'd you meet her? Because I know she's in that creative space as well.
This is kind of how like the videos work. 80-90% of them, I set up my camera, boom, go. Like that's just a girl sitting there. Get the guitar. We gotta go. We gotta do it. 80% of them, and then Alyssa, I met her. I think I just like heard of her, and she wanted to be in a video, and I was like, sure, just. Don't tell me your favorite song. Just go sit there. I'll come up to you. So there's minimal pre-production, if anything. But yeah, I'm sure like a lot of the people in my videos are like, oh, he just came. It was just a random dude that came up to me and started singing songs, which is great. But sometimes it's so hard to capture those moments. So if I'm like, all right, I know this girl really wants to be in a video. I'll just like be like, all right, go sit over there. Don't tell me a song. I'm like, that part's all legit. I'm like, don't tell me what song to do.
Yeah.
Because I want to see like what they throw at me. But yeah, that one was awesome because then she's like, oh no, like you need to go do this, and she's great. I didn't know she's like actually we have a lot of mutual friends too, so worked out great.
Yeah, she's awesome. Then I saw you. It's been funny like going out to Red Door, and I'm like, wait, I saw that girl in a Will Cullen video. I saw that girl in a Will Cullen. I saw those two twin sisters in a Will Cullen video. Like
that was awesome.
You've done a shout out to Ashley and Christy Walls.
Yeah, dude. Well, it gets to the point too where I've made so many friends through this. Like now I can go up and talk to them.
Now, if you had any go wrong where they're like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I got a blooper video coming, dude. It's just like, they're never mean. They're just like, oh no, thank you. Because I try to be like super, it's a random dude coming up to you trying to sing you a song.
Yeah.
Like that's just dumb.
Yeah.
But I do look like, I come up super, I'm like, hey, so sorry. You don't have to at all. If you want to be in this video, perfect. Or sometimes I'll get it on video where I sit down. Hey, can I sit here? No, I'm sorry, I'm working. I'm like, oh shit. And I respect it. I'm like, oh, so sorry. Delete the video. No problem at all. Because when they say no, I don't even want to post any of it. They don't want to be on video. So I don't have like that many bloopers. I have like funnier bloopers.
Yeah.
Like where I mess up or like I, do whatever. But there was one time too, I went up to a girl. I was like, hey, let me try that again. And then I just walk away because I'm just like, all right, that was not smooth at all. Like sometimes I just like have brain farts and stuff like that too. But I mean, I am filming like 3-4 times a week and I can get like 10 videos out of just one time filming. So I have to go through like a lot.
Have you done them in different cities yet, or have you primarily just because I feel like Nashville is just such a gold mine. There's so many different settings you can do. You can go to Centennial Park, you can go to Belmont, you can go to Vandy, you can go to Percy Priest, you can go to Midtown, you can go to downtown. There's so many areas.
It's awesome, and it's just so many pretty areas too. And yeah, there's like, especially on campus, there's just so many girls working. I'm like, this is perfect.
And you're already there.
And I'm already here. Yeah. So I'm like, I literally go to class, bring my guitar, and all right, I'm going to knock out 10 days of content right now.
Because I'd love to see you like in New York City trying to do that. And somebody like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. Because Nashville is so nice and everybody's like so welcoming and everything too. And that's the other thing too. Like, I don't know every single song, but you get out of Nashville because it's very country centered.
Yeah.
Swiftie, Harry Styles, Ed Sheeran, like the classics, I got down. You can name any Ed Sheeran song, I got you.
Yeah.
Most of Taylor Swift. But you go to New York and I can't rap. I'm like, I can't play most songs. So it's a little niche in Nashville. And that's like a lot of bloopers. Like if I don't know the song, I'm like, oh, do you haven't? I eventually sing them a song that they know just through a conversation, but I don't post that.
And I feel like that's part of what makes it, makes it such like a wholesome kind of moment. Because is the girls being into you doing it and doing it in Nashville where it is received well. And it's like, music.
Yeah, it's like,
have you had any bachelorette parties on there?
Ooh, I'm posting one today.
Because I was going to say
I was just editing it before.
Because I could see the bachelorette parties be like, oh my God, we're in Nashville. This guy's singing us a song. Like the excitement on their end, it being so well received. And
it's just a win-win. I just like when I found out like that it worked, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Like, because there's no bad videos. I have messages every day like that. Girls want to be in a video because not only is it cool for the girls, because even like some people that now I'm friends with that like after we did the video, we talk and they're just nice, and I'm like, all right, you're awesome. We can be friends. They love it because they get it sent to them by like everyone that sees it.
Yeah.
My one friend, even Alyssa, who was in it, and then afterwards, so many people were like, oh my God, like I saw you, Niall Horan duetted your video and everything too, and she loved it. Yeah, it's just a win-win for everybody. So, I mean, it's hard to find that niche. It took me 3 years to figure out that worked out.
But it took you 3 years of trying different things and grinding. Yeah. It wasn't just sitting around and just taking a chance. It was putting in the work, putting in those hours and that.
That's what people don't realize too. It is a mixture of like luck and grinding. Because you probably hear the same thing. Oh, post 3 to 5 times a day, every day if you want to be TikTok famous for 3 months. Yeah, I mean you could, or you could just get really good at figuring out what people want to see. You could post 3 to 5 times every day for however long you want. Like if you're just posting some weird shit or stuff that you don't even care about, no one's gonna watch that. Yeah. So I mean, it took a while to figure that out too. Like, but I try to make my videos so it is as pleasing for everyone. I just try to make it as easy for people to watch and enjoying. Yeah. Like, and I want people to enjoy watching what I do. And there's some occasions too where like, I don't know, promoting songs and stuff. Sometimes like it feels like a chore to post. And I don't want that. I want to be excited to post. And every single time when a video does really well, I am so excited to post it because I'm like, I really am like, yeah, I understand that this is entertaining and I can't wait for those people to see it. Yeah. That's like how I feel. And then there's sometimes too where I'm like, shit, I haven't posted in like 2 days. Like either I can take my time and really make a good video, or I can just BS something too. And I feel like a lot of artists, especially in Nashville, kind of think it's a chore. And it's just something, it just happens. And it just happened to be something I'm really passionate about too. But it's hard for some artists too, because they can be really passionate about like songwriting and live performing. But their social media, there are people far more talented. Oh my God, I think I'm in like the bottom 80%. Wait, no. They're 80%. I'm like down here.
Yeah.
In like
lower percentile.
Lower percentage. It's like actual talent in Nashville. I literally taught myself how to play guitar and never like just started having vocal lessons. But I hear these people. I go to rounds and these people are insane, and I'm like, holy shit, I am one lucky son of a bitch. But then I'm like, all right, I have more strength in like the back end of like editing and kind of just understanding the app more. When people I meet are just insanely talented like artists, and they sing like angels, and I'm just sitting there like, how the fuck They have millions of followers.
Well, there's people like back in the day. It had to do with how did you play the radio game? How did you play this? Were you a good did the folks from Rolling Stone enjoy sitting down with you? Yeah. And that's how you got traction. Now you control your own destiny. You don't need
you can just do it.
You don't need to be invited on for an interview. You can make your own account and post your own shit. And if it blows up, it blows up and does great. Now, for you, what's the process of how far do you want to take doing the artist thing, doing the original music thing? What's that transition of creative to
it's
artist?
It's hard because I think it's just starting. Just because I wasn't consistent with music.
You've got how many songs out?
Only
right
two.
Now? You got two,
and
streaming's pretty good. I mean, over 50,000 monthly listeners right now. I think I saw it today.
Maybe.
You don't even know. Yeah,
see, that's the thing. I'm not that interested in that. I just love. I don't know. I love writing songs. I just started writing songs for other people too. It's really cool because I just started within about a year ago. I started really writing songs. And I have a bunch coming out. I am beyond excited for some of these to come out just because I spent a year doing it, writing not too good songs. And then in the last 2 months, I've been really excited about them. And I'm more proud. I'm personally more proud of the songs that I put out. I feel like I got most of the crappy songs out of the way.
And you found your crew of guys and girls to write with. I'm imagining.
Yeah, you do.
Thing. So that comes over time.
Yeah. Getting away from Belmont is one of the best things I think you could do as an artist too, and just using its resources. Yeah, but there's people in Nashville too that have been doing this stuff for a long time, and it's interesting reading about it or trying to learn about it. I'm so bad at school, so it's interesting learning these things in class, listening in class,
absorbing this information,
hearing things in class, and
hearing
then
exactly,
and then and then I'm oh, I have a write with one of my favorite artists after this. I'm not going to be that excited about hearing about it. I'm just going to go do it. In Nashville, you can just go do it. It doesn't matter. That's not how it works for other industries at all. You have to get your degree. You have to finish taking these classes to then pursue your career. And here I was just you can just go do it. I'm just gonna go message him, see if he wants to write and stuff. And it's so cool that I got that too. But then I think, I'm so lucky that I have the following. And then I'm oh wait, but I also put in a couple 100,000 hours. So it just goes back and forth. It just all worked together pretty well. And the future, I have no idea. I like to say, I just started acting in music videos and stuff too. I love that shit.
Dude, like a Swiss Army knife. Pull out this tool and this tool and that tool and this tool.
Well, I don't know.
It's
I just
cool,
love
but
it
it's fucking exhausting, dude.
It is. Well, because even what I do in the videos, that's just acting. I just I'm not really out. I'm not every day thinking I need to go pick up girls now. Yeah. It's just a kind of a confident act I put on.
Yeah.
And then you go up to these girls. But Will, a year ago, 2 years ago, would never even talk to a girl. It's so crazy. And then I get in music videos, and then just the first one I started acting that, and then they were oh my god, how long you been acting? I was 10 minutes. And they're oh really? We thought you were legit. I was awesome. Kendall Inskeep's video,
dude. But fucking love Kendall. That girl's a little badass. She's been a homie for a long time.
She's sick. Well, we smooched a bunch in the music video. That's how I.
Well done. Congratulations.
Well, that's how I met her, and it was so funny getting the text, and they're and she's "Are you okay with kissing?" I was "Shit, man, I gotta get paid to kiss girls. Get paid to serenade girls. I get paid to kiss girls. This sucks. My life is hard." But no, dude, it's all fun. It just they needed a male lead and stuff. I was oh yeah, I can do that. And then now I'm getting hired for other music videos too. I'm this is
That
awesome.
was for Friends That Kiss, right?
Yeah,
that was the name of the music video.
It was a great video, great team around that too.
It's a great song. Kendall's great.
Dude, it's so catchy.
That's a cool project.
That just was really fun, and it's crazy that was work for me. It's crazy that what I do now is work. School is the thing that's driving the thing I have the least interest in right now, and that's crazy because a lot of times too when you're a senior, your school your career should be the coolest thing, but I'm
oh, you're already in it, bro.
Yeah, so I'm staying in school. I'm graduating. in May.
I was in kind of a similar spot when I was in college, when I was my senior year. So I went to college up in Jersey.
Okay.
Shout out Rider University, small school up in central New Jersey, which is half of the area calls Philly the city, the other half calls New York the city. It's just that the armpit of America, central New Jersey, greasy, you know, lots of Wawas, but I was like running my college radio station up there. I wanted.
That's what I went into, dude.
I wanted to be a radio guy, which that makes sense.
Yeah, I changed to electronic media up in Wisconsin to do radio stuff.
Yep. Yeah. So I worked at my radio.
That's really, dude. Even Steve Carell, I just found out, started in like radio.
Yeah.
And radio's like dying, and it's sad. But
what they teach you about being a broadcaster and being a personality and coming up with a brand for yourself and those that are working with you and constructing a show, even if it's short form content. Like my senior year of college, I was interviewing like bigger acts. I was going to probably I was skipping school to go to concerts out of state to get backstage interviews with guys. Like at the time they were up and comers, but it was like Luke Combs, Brantley Gilbert, like Wallen, like all those guys, like 2015, 2016. But my professors were all like, "You're just going to concerts and partying." I was like, "No, motherfucker, you'll see." And now I'm here, fast forward, and
that's
all
awesome.
those years of doing that, which is the same thing. It's like, the essays, they're important. All the internships, they're important. But what you're doing right now,
to a point,
growing a following, playing rounds, playing shows, learning how to like entertain people when you want to be an entertainment guy, that real life experience that you're getting right now while being enrolled down here in college is such a huge thing. Again, the college stuff's important, but to be getting the experience while you're also doing that, it's huge, man. And and going to school in Nashville, you've got that advantage. Like, it's awesome.
Dude. Belmont was a great option in that sense too. But I just think about like the whole, I don't know, I just see a lot of people too that don't put in that work.
Yeah.
And they're so good. There's so many talented people that just like, all right, if you just for an hour every week, like just made a bunch of content, it would just make that so much.
Or at
difference.
least thought about what can I do to be different? What's the best? Yeah. What do I want the world to?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I've always been like little different. Like I don't know. I never was good at school. Never. So of course, like my parents hated that.
ADHD kid.
Yeah.
Same. Same, bro. What meds? Were you on meds or no?
No. I'm not for ADHD.
Yeah, because I was a meds kid.
Oh yeah, no,
like
I didn't.
Age
I
8 or 9
up
until the end of college.
No, they didn't. No, I didn't do any of that. But I probably should have been on something because, yeah, that was the number one thing my friend said to me. Can you fucking sit down, Will? Can you just stop? Yeah.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Well, that's just the thing.
It's
like
hyperactivity.
I can't sit down and watch a movie unless like I need to.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, I have to be doing something. Like even if like it's good to take days off and stuff too, but even if I do, I'm like I feel guilty. I'm like I should be doing this. And I mean that's like the one compliment that I get from people too. They're like we don't see people like go out and film that much or like do the other stuff too. Well, I just love it though.
Well, I view the ADHD thing and like there's a lot of like they definitely was overdiagnosed back in its heyday, like when we were coming up as kids. But like Michael Phelps, ADHD guy, and part of what his thing was, when people asked him about it, it's like he views it as having an extra gear. Like that hyperactivity, if you can channel that, bro, it's like most people have 4 or 5 gears. We channel that shit. Like I channel it towards podcasting, doing rounds, doing what I'm doing, tour management, all that shit. I can get to gear 7 or 8. You do it for your content. So you can get to gear 7 or 8 where some people in their bodies might just have 4 or 5.
Yeah, we got that's such a good...
If you know how to channel it, that's the thing. You got to know how to channel the energy.
And I got lucky. Like if you have ADHD and you have to do like sheet work for being like an accountant, I'm like, oh God, I would be terrible.
Spreadsheets, Excel, fuck that.
No, but when you have ADHD and I'm out doing like public filming, I'm like, oh, okay, we gotta go right here. Okay, we gotta go over here. Like, all right, we gotta go this, we gotta do this. And it works. Especially with like, I think writing helps a lot too. Sometimes if you get like really into a song,
because you have that obsessive thing in the personality. Yeah. It's that thing in the brain.
That's good too. Like I need to do like this.
Yeah, which is why you're able to knock out as many videos and as much content as you are in a week, because you just have that gear where you're like, I need to do this.
See, I noticed that too, because then I sit down and I have to edit, and I like editing. Like it's not the worst job in the world. But I sit down, I'm like, I do not want to do this at all. Like there's so many other things that I want to do right now. I'll sit down and edit and be like, all right, I should probably just go write a song.
Why do you think you're still editing? Like, why do you think you haven't found that person yet? What's taking it this long?
I haven't really put much effort into finding a person.
Okay, makes sense.
And when I do, that's like kind of the obsessive thing too. Like I really want my videos to have the same feel. And I put like little jokes in my captions and stuff too. That's like from my brain, and not a captioner could do it. And I'm like, shit, like I don't know. Like sometimes it's funny. Like I did serenade, like a big serenade. I sang to. I hate that, but I sang to a group of girls celebrating a birthday.
You played for a group of girls.
Yeah, serenading. God, I'm just picturing. You watched that '70s show?
Yeah.
Fez, dude, when he's trying to sing to Jackie, I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I
serenade you, Jackie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do the voice, but dude, it's like I just want to make people's day. It's not about like, oh my god, I'm gonna get her number and stuff like that too. It happens sometimes, but most of the time it's just like, all right, have a good day, bye. Like, and it's just a really fun interaction. She can be a little bit happier because she heard her favorite song, acoustic, and I get content. And it turned into that. It turned into like, oh, Riz God, which, it's funny.
Riz God.
Well, damn, I get called it. Like people, when I'm out in bars and stuff, they're like, Wizard of Oz. I'm like, dude.
Wizard of Oz. That is just ridiculous.
Let's just do like
Be
Will.
like, hey, I'm Will. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, it's,
has that been an adjustment too? Like going in the Red Door, like the other, because I get it on a smaller scale with doing the rounds, and we've had a couple things that have popped with this podcast, and been in like I'm in the country music game, but not as an artist. Like I'm a personality within it on a different scale and in a different realm than what you're in. But
it's cool.
What's it like? What was one of the first times where you were like, oh shit, it's different now? Like I can't walking into Red Door and Tin Roof is a little bit different.
Yeah, of course, because that like I don't know, I just feel like a hot girl. That's like the best way to put it. I just like that. Probably not the best way to put it, but like I mean, it's cool getting like bought a drink from someone that really like is a fan, and you're like,
wait, you got girls buying drinks for you?
Yeah,
bro.
Sometimes, not all the time. Mostly it's guys.
Mostly it's dudes.
Yeah, dude, like 86% of my following is dudes.
Really?
Yeah, it's up there.
I wonder if dudes are picking up on the confidence thing from you doing that.
I hope so, dude. It's
like,
awesome.
They could be. That's like self-help shit.
You know what I saw? I saw a couple guys do what I do. They went up to a girl, and one guy, he's from Australia. He did it, and it got like a couple million. I got tagged in it a bunch because they're like, oh, trying to be like Will Cullen. Like, fuck, that's awesome that he is like that. Since some guys seen me do it, they can go up to a girl and just sing them a song.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst that's going to happen? She says no. You might get tased one time, but
a little pepper spray.
Yeah, a little pepper spray.
Goes away.
It'll build character.
Yeah.
But the fact that guys go up and sing girls' songs now, just cause, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't care that because some guys like straight up copy it, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Or clearly stage it, and I'm like, all right, well, they're doing it like for the wrong reasons. They just want to make videos, and I mean, I'm doing it for content too. But to me, like, all I think about is like, all right, this girl's gonna be smiling by the time I'm done, and I know that it'll make a lot of people happy watching it just because of the message I've got too. It's not really like a oh, I'm gonna get your number.
Have you gotten any like hate comments or hate messages
couple.
or ball busting stuff from
It's
your
just
buddies
like
back home?
it's just like, oh, this is staged. And you know what? I think I broke something because I'm not. No, I mean everyone has their own thing, but I don't see myself dancing in front of cameras or ever being shirtless or doing the face. Yeah. I don't ever see myself doing that.
Blue steel.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't either.
But there's some guys on there that are good-looking dudes or whatever, and just can fly with that and being like, "You ever feel like this? Here's a song."
Sup, bro? Yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's some guys' thing. It works for them.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work for me. So I had to kind of like maneuver around that too. And I'd never wanted to be that guy because my friends would make fun of guys like that.
Yeah.
That are like, I don't know. There's some really talented guys that like really sing and really do this cool stuff, but then there's the other part that do like stage stuff and like really cheesy stuff. Yeah. I didn't want to be cheesy. And I think dancing and taking your shirt off and doing whatever, to me, like, that's just not my thing. I feel like that's cheesy if you do that for a video or like for another purpose. I get it if that's like your thing, but if you're trying to promote, I don't know, yourself or whatever, it's like, I can't.
It's not as authentic.
Yeah, I like being authentic. And that's actually, that was like the best compliment I got too, from a gig after, and somebody saw my TikToks, wanted me to go play at an event, and they appreciated, like, you're just real. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. I'm not putting on, like, it's a little bit of an act, but I just talk to whoever either way. Like, my friends that know me, I will go up to any stranger and try to talk to them.
Well, that's what I love about seeing you when we're out and like we bump into each other. Like the other night you were repping, which we're gonna get into some Packers talk here in a second.
Yes, okay.
We could probably like with that, but I was like, oh shit, I saw you coming over and like you were just talking. You can just have a conversation with anybody. Like that people skill, that's not something that everybody has.
That's true, and I feel like it's a mixture of, because I was a loser in high school. Like I didn't get invited to parties. Like I just was like, all right. I was more of like an observer, and I just wasn't. I don't know. I just didn't do much. I was still on the baseball team and everything too, so I was like, not completely a loser. But I mean, I didn't have like a good friend group, like one solid friend group. I had a bunch of friends from different. Like I was on the baseball team, but then I hung out with the math guys. Like I would go hang out with like Cole and Jack, and then I'd go hang out with Pranav and
Pranav sounds like a character.
Yeah, no, it was like Pranav and there's so many just fun guys. Kevin Chang, and I'll just go hang out with them. Like I didn't care. But in high school too, there's everyone. I was like, you cannot talk to her. Will, what are you doing? Like, I don't care. I'm gonna sit here and talk to my boys. Like, not my boys, but I would just hang out with whoever. I never got like the whole, this person, they can't come to this party. What? I never got that. And in high school, that doesn't do you well. Because if you're friends with like the math guys, because I was in like all honors and AP classes and shit.
So you didn't like school, but you were good at school at a certain point.
I did the bare minimum to get A's. So like I would do an essay like the morning before it was due. And you
were a what they call, like what Dick Vitale says, PTP, primetime player. You got it done in the clutch at the very end.
And my teachers all know. I was most likely, my high school superlative was most likely to peak in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
They got that wrong.
They did. But, I mean, it was like, I didn't really care. I try to be like friendly as much as I can. I was always doing goofy shit around campus. I got in trouble for riding a scooter around one day. Just like all this sorts of stupid crap.
Where were you riding it that you got?
Oh, I tried to jump the stairs with it and I broke my ankle. So that was probably my fault too. Roll the clip. See, I want someone to just be like,
yeah, you want that, yeah.
But no, I was always doing stupid stuff. I didn't really care what people thought. And that was just after I cared way too much about what everybody thought. It's like a good mixture. And then there's still sometimes too where I'm out, I'm like, I can't be here. There's too many people looking at me. Like, I get like that too. So I don't know what it is, but sometimes I'm in a mood where I'm just like, I just want to do a flip, or like, I could do whatever right now, like in public. I can go up and talk to anybody. And then there's sometimes too where I'm like, get me home right now. So it's a mixture. Like I'm not always like that.
Yeah.
But it's a majority of the time.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a huge thing with confidence, is the art of not giving a fuck is kind of where you
dude,
get your confidence
that's what I say.
from.
Like you don't have to be confident. You just can't give a shit.
And you have to be not giving a shit and just feeling comfortable with who you are.
Yeah. I think I'm just comfortable like with myself.
Yeah.
And it's a fine line between like confidence and like cockiness. And I understand why like sometimes I can be like cocky or viewed as cocky, and I try to do that. And that's why I get all anxious, because I'm like, oh, am I being too much right now?
And then you second guessing, and then you get that. Yeah. You get when you get home from that night out or that next morning, you're like, does this person think I'm a douchebag because I said this, or because I didn't say this?
Well, just because like I don't know, I'm never mean harm. Like it's just so. I'm just so grateful for like where I am. Like, why would I ever want to like put anybody else down? And like, Oh, I buy people drinks. Like I don't buy girls drinks because like I'm trying to pick them up or whatever too. And you know what's crazy? That works more. Like if you just go up to a group and you're like, you guys are freaking fun. Let me get you guys around.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you guys are pretty. Like, what's up? I mean, that literally happened last night. I was like, you guys are so fun. Let's all get a drinks together.
Let's hang like with the whole group. Let's party.
Well, I just want everybody to have a good time. That's if you ask my friends too, they're like, yeah, that dude is like anal about everyone making us sure we have a good time. Like we're doing lake days. I'm bringing my kayak. I'm bringing the speaker. I'm bringing the tubes for people. I'm bringing the cooler. Like I love making things more fun than they should be, because that's what life should be. And I think I have more fun like when I go out because of that too. Like not giving a shit and just wanting to make sure everyone else has fun. And I feel like some people appreciate that. Some people take advantage of it, but it's mostly just all good intentions. If you just want good intentions, you purely just want to make people smile, which has always been like my goal. I think it's just more fun than like having secret little intentions, you know? Especially when I'm drunk, I'm like, fuck it. I would buy everyone here around.
What are you buying a shot of? If you're going
tequila.
If we're at okay, you're a tequila guy. Okay.
Yeah. I do like tequila.
Okay.
And even last night too.
Last night at Red Door?
Yeah. Literally last night I was next to two guys and they recognized me. I was like, oh, I appreciate y'all. Let's get a drink. And then it's just fun like that. And yeah, some people are like, what's this guy up to? What's he doing? Like, why is he doing that? Like, it's just a mixture of good responses and bad responses. Because some people too, if you buy them a drink, they're like, oh, what? Why, dude? Like, what you trying to do?
Or okay, I'll take this shot and give it to someone else.
Yeah. I'm like, what? And that's new to me too, because I'm 21, so I haven't been 21. Yeah, I'm not very used to the bar. I'm getting used to the bar scene.
Yeah.
But like when I first got there too, I didn't know like how to like close a tab and shit like that. I was like, hey, so can I pay for that now? And like I just didn't understand it. And then so it was cool seeing that too. Just kind of the change, and I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'll wrap it up.
Hey, you were talking about how it makes you smile, like going out. A guy that's made you smile a lot in your life. Aaron Rodgers, you're a big Packers guy, big Go Pack Go guy. Yes. Aaron Rodgers getting ready for his retreat, and I don't know if you saw this. Did you see the thing he's doing? His darkness retreat. So basically, Aaron Rodgers, as we know, proud North California hippie folk. He went on the Pat McAfee show and he was talking about. They were asking him, of course, Aaron, you're gonna retire, you're gonna stay in Green Bay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Mm-hmm. He was saying he's taking 4 days to go into it's like a solitary, like it's like you're just by yourself in a cabin, like all dark. You're just in darkness for 4 days. They give you meals and stuff. And like there's a bathroom, but you're just by yourself in this cabin for 4 days. And he said,
with what? Nothing? Just
I'm sure drugs. I would imagine.
Oh.
I would imagine he's tripping and doing Aaron Rodgers things. I mean, he's confirmed. He said that he does mushrooms and acid and stuff to keep himself safe.
My innocent mind, I was like, oh, did he bring his iPad or something? Like to play?
No, nothing. Like it's just Rodgers in a cabin in the woods with someone dropping off meals to him, sitting in the darkness. And he said when he comes out of that, he's gonna have his clear head and decision on what he wants to do for his next career move. So where do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to go? Would it be weird to see him somewhere other than Green Bay? Or are you not a huge sports guy?
I'm not really a big sports guy.
I saw you wearing the Packers.
Yeah, no, I'm still a Packers fan. Like I can't wait to go to the Packers Tits game next year. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. It's here.
Yeah, have you been to a
never been to a Titans game, but I have been to a Packer game.
So what's wild about I got lucky that it was the Giants kicked off the year this year against the Titans.
Oh yeah, you got
so. Dude, when you go to a Titans game and you're an opposing, the team from where you're from, it's like a 60-40 split of visiting fans to Titans fans.
So? Yeah.
That's at least how it was. And I used to bounce on Broadway. Mm-hmm. That was what I did my first year in town.
Oh, really?
I was a door guy at Whiskey Row my first year.
You beat the shit out of me, dude.
I saw dumb shit. Well, I was the guy. I was the smallest guy we had. We had like all ex-UFC fighters, MMA guys, like football guys, all these different people and whatever. But what's wild about you're gonna see so many Packers fans here,
dude. Well, okay,
there's
that's
just gonna be a
thing.
sea of green and yellow.
I love it.
The content that you're gonna get that week when they come in, you walk around wearing your Packers sweater or your Packers jersey, and you do content. You just go up to a group of cheeseheads, bro.
It's gonna be great.
And you just play them songs, bro.
Oh, well, you know what?
And then you're partying with the Cheez-Its. Bro, it's going to be great. You could probably, if you start...
I don't know how long this will go.
Well, if you start playing it out now and you start like getting these, like doing gigs or whatever, you imagine playing like the official like Packers tailgate at Nissan Stadium?
Sick.
How wild that would be. Talk about Busch Light, cheese curds,
oh,
and
yeah,
ranch
just set up
dressing.
a stage. And that's the thing. In Nashville, that's so possible.
Yeah,
to just like
that's what I'm saying.
Talk
People
to
do
some
it.
people
yeah.
and just be like, all right, I'll host the Packer pregame. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Now, do you have a team working with you like at all right now?
So no, I didn't until like 2 months ago, and I just got a manager.
Well, congratulations on one, having someone that really believes in you enough to put in the work with you.
Yeah,
but
dude.
Also too to be able to get some of that stuff off of your plate. Bringing on a manager is great for that reason because it's something that in a way is like fulfilling and feels great. And like you have someone that's a ride or die with you and in the trenches with you, but also like, yo, I don't have to do all this stuff that I was doing, and I have someone that's there to help me make these business decisions that as a content creator and artist, I don't want to have to make.
I would be such an idiot without him, dude.
What's his plug him a little bit? How'd you guys
Chris
meet?
Perkins. He literally just texted me and he called me and I was like, oh crap, what do I have to?
Good. That's a good manager.
Oh yeah, well he's Fillmore's. He's like manages Fillmore and
cool.
Josh Melton, and Danny P. It's just such a good group of guys, and I actually met him through acting. I was acting in some stupid Facebook content, like the bad ones, like the bad ones. Like my first video, it's like reels and stuff. So my first day of work, I was handed a Sonic uniform, and the video now has like 20 million on like TikTok, a couple million other places. I was handed a Sonic uniform, hat, rollerblades. They're like, hey, can you be a terrible Sonic employee for a video? I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I got this.
So I went there. I was terrible. I was like, I love like Will Ferrell and like a lot of like physical comedy guys, Jim Carrey. So I was just being an idiot. And so many people like bought it and like thought it was real. But I mean, that video is so old, like who cares? But that's how I started. And technically that is acting. And that's what I said too. It's just like a different form, I guess. But I started doing that, and then with Chris's now wife. And it was just a funny thing. I didn't even know Chris. And at this point, I had like 750,000 followers. Brains all.
Still a fuck ton of followers.
Still a lot of people. But I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I was like, all right, I want to try acting and stuff too. And some of them did really well. Like, I was a stranger in an elevator, and Livvy, her name is, she's like shitting herself. And it did stupid well. And it's just like...
Just you being with a girl farting in an elevator?
And she just had to poop herself. And it was just like staged. And the video now is that like, it got me like 7 million when I posted it just for fun on mine, but it already got like 50 million on her page. And I'm like, oh, this is like awesome. So basically everything on the internet isn't real. So I try to make it as real as I can when I do my shit. Because I see a lot of fake shit, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I like the real public interactions. Yeah. Because you see it in people, like they're genuine, and that's what I think helped me a lot too. Because I see the fake shit. I'm like, all right, we're not going to do this cringy stuff. Even though it helped me learn a lot about like content creation and making viral content, because that's basically my job. That was my job there, and it just helped me personally too. But no, I did some stupid stuff for that job, and that was like the best part-time job ever. Because they're based in like a little south in like a big mansion, and I just get to go film there, and I do trick shots and shit. Like it was the best part-time job I could ever ask for in college.
Is that down in like Franklin or
Belmead area? Yeah, Adley and.
Was that one of the spots during COVID when the Paul brothers came in and they threw a big party at a mansion?
Maybe it was probably over there.
Because I remember they came in and like COVID. Because Nashville was. When did you move? You moved.
I've only been here for like a year and a half. Okay. August of 2020.
So like June of 2020, like June of 2020, like 2-3 months in with this being such a bar town, everything like opened back. It was like a soft open, and you had like
soft launch.
No fucks given, like. Bars like Kid Rocks was doing like packing out the bar like 2 months into COVID. Like,
well, I remember seeing that.
And the Paul
video.
brothers came down and threw a big ass party. And then there was another thing in East Nashville where they called it, I think it was the Fashion House, and that was a big thing too. Where they threw this big party and it got some wild press. But that's when I heard Big Mansion in Belmead. I thought of
There's
that.
a bunch. I met my celebrity crush doing that.
Celebrity crush?
Sean Johnson, dude.
Oh yeah. I've
gymnast?
I did when I used to work with the Muscadine Bloodline guys. I did their podcast, the Grapevine podcast.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they're good dudes. And what's her husband's name?
Yeah, I think it's Andrew something.
It's Andrew something, but we had him on.
I don't know, I'm just jealous.
We had him on their podcast, and most of the questions we asked were about Sean Johnson. Yeah. She's gorgeous.
Well, dude, because my mom, my sister, and my cousins all did gymnastics. My sister was like a great gymnast. She went to like UPenn, like D1 athlete. And I turned out like this. I'm pretty good at pickleball, but that's about it. But I grew up watching gymnastics, and I think that was my first crush. I was like pointing to the screen. I was like, "Mom, who's that?" Realized I was straight back then, but I was like, I like her.
Have you, being a gymnast guy and that being your first crush and having some social media buzz, have you shot your shot with, who's the girl down at LSU?
Oh,
Livvy Dunne? Have you shot your shot?
I followed her. I don't want to.
Did you get a follow back?
I don't think so.
Because you got a lot of follows on there. Like,
so I feel like I could potentially. Well, there was a group of girls that I sang to. We're like, oh no, we know Livvy. There are LSU girls. They're like, oh, we know Livvy. We could easily do that. I was like, really?
All right.
Listen, she seems like a great girl, but of course, I would 100% just sing to her just to make her smile.
That's what I'm saying. I want to just give you the opportunity to face sing, perform in front of her.
No, I will.
We can say yes, but you would serenade her.
I would serenade her. Yeah, I sing to a lot of people, but I would serenade.
Well, we got to look up. Has Vanderbilt done? Has LSU come up and played against Vanderbilt in gymnastics?
That's a good play. Compete against,
and then you got a management team now. Now you've got the social media smoke, and you've got a manager behind you, and you've got LSU girls connected.
I think this is just a recipe for greatness.
This is just a recipe for an impeccable content video.
I think it needs to be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Livvy Dunne,
dude, and I mean, she probably watch if she likes country music and
I think she TikTok.
Does. She's definitely seen the video. A video at one point or another.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that she knows that she would be different. Like she wouldn't be. She wouldn't be just another girl I sing to.
What if she asked you to sing a ridiculous song?
I would do it.
What's the most ridiculous one that you've done where you're like, you really pulled it out of your ass?
Well, some guys.
Because I'm sure a lot of it's Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, you get a lot of T Swifty, Morgan, one Shawn Mendes.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. 1975 I just got recently. Adele I got. A lot of Biebs. A lot of Bieber's fans here.
A lot of believers.
And I'm going through a Justin Bieber acoustic phase. The best phase to be in.
I wonder why. It's good to know. Well, you probably see how many requests you get. You're like, I got to have this shit in the repertoire.
So good. Like, I'm a big Justin Bieber fan now. That's all I'll say. And Miley Cyrus. Love Miley Cyrus. But I did get oh, God. It was someone, you gonna die. I don't really care if you cry. Today I'm afraid to die. All my friends are dead. I forgot that guy's name. But it was that song. Like a girl was listening to that. I was like, first of all, what are you going through right now? And second, I'm gonna bust it out because I learned an acoustic version a while ago for a gig. And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's just the rappers get me every time. I am so bad at that. I just embarrass myself.
You talk about Miley Cyrus. Have you done the Flowers one yet?
Yeah. She saw it.
She saw it?
Yeah, because her PR or whatever reached out and were like, oh, showed Miley a video too. I was like, oh my God, I did not sing that song well.
Dude,
at
this
all.
Livvy Dunne thing can totally happen. You got Miley Cyrus's team reaching out over a cover.
I'll talk to her. I'll have to talk to her. We'll make it happen. I think I have the girls' Instagram that knew her.
Okay, that's bigger than the TikTok. The Instagram DMs are much better than the TikTok.
Yeah, you think
DMs.
I should just DM her?
TikTok DMs.
What should I say to her? Should we do that?
Be like, yo,
hey,
I don't know. I mean, Sweet Boy over there.
I'm not really a big DM guy. I think it's sometimes weird and uncomfortable.
It is
like if you DM a girl.
Well, that's why I prefer.
But I've done it.
I prefer the slide.
Is
you
that
gotta have a reason? Like the slide gives you a reason. So look and see if she put a story up.
Oh.
She's got a story up. I'm sure she does. Yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday. By the way, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and the referees in that game. That was a wild game.
How do you spell Liv?
Liv, L. What is it, McElwain? L-I-V?
Dunne.
Producer
How do you spell Dunne?
D-U-N-N.
Oh. I think I found her. All right. Oh, wait. I don't know. She got that blue check.
She definitely has that blue check.
Right, well, I know I'm following her on Instagram or TikTok. So here, we'll just do the math here. We can go to my followers, look her up there, and then go to her Instagram. This is great. I'm glad we're doing this.
Dude, me too. I want to see this happen.
Me too. Okay. Oh, DUNNE. Holy shit. 7.1 million followers. No, she doesn't follow me back, but
the LSU girl, we're looking for the girls.
She has 3.5 on Instagram. All right, I'm gonna go for it. What should I say? What's a good? You DM a lot?
McElwain, turn on the mic, sweet boy.
What works?
Let's see. What's got on here?
What should I say? Just like any favorite songs? Question mark. By the way, marry me.
If you slide up on, I don't know. This would be hard to slide up on.
Yeah. Is that what?
Well, we're talking about sliding up on
still
Livvy.
repping.
She's
repping. Got. Okay, so I'll do the slide up.
Yeah.
I'll say. What's something good?
Well, what's the story? I gotta look at the story and see.
I just want to be like, hey, I think I love you.
Repping.
Can I sing you a song?
Yeah, and then see if she recognizes that. I mean, that is a tough one to slide up on. Still repping, check mark. And you've got to remember, so if she's not following you, you're in like the request section with like a million other guys.
But I mean, it filters based on followers.
It does. It does. There's got to be guys that message her multiple times a day, every day. Yeah.
Just like asking for like bath soap.
Yeah, dude, she has like private security. They have like extra levels of security that travel with the team because of her being on the team.
Do you have the blue check yet?
No.
Are you verified?
Damn. No.
Yeah, we got to make that happen.
I don't know.
You got that manager now.
Management, management. You got management.
Well, usually it takes like the label does it, but like manager, he's getting me hooked up.
You're independent. You're your own label, bro.
Like, thanks.
Yeah.
Period.
Amen.
Learn that word recently. Period. Queen. You ever say that?
Period. Queen. What's that?
Yeah. It's just like go you. You know.
I don't know. See, I'm not good at the TikTok. I'm not good.
It's not a TikTok thing. You just heard probably every other girl at the bar is probably like, oh, slay.
Slay. Oh, I've heard that. My ex used to say that all the time. Oh, slay. Oh yeah, my queen, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, you get it. Period.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, I don't.
It's ridiculous.
I thought that was common knowledge, but apparently not.
I couldn't say what like my DMs are a little just in nature of what we do is like it would
trying to do more than sing to some of these girls, you know.
Oh, McElwain plays the drums. He's good at that percussion. He can play the bongo.
I was gonna say she's wearing the number 9, and you can only imagine where my mind's going.
Oh, number 9. Oh yeah. Oh, McElwain's tall. Yeah, we can't say that. That's a little.
See, I'm not that like.
He's from Alabama, man. He could be your.
We have, I mean,
cousin
just
talking.
The song we have too. I mean, we can get away with it.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not like the whole.
Well, no. What I was
I'm not
saying,
good at this. I just got to be myself. I think that's what works the best.
Well, you got to be yourself. Authenticity's key.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying, you could slide in on Livvy.
I like how a lot of probably girls think like, oh, guys will just try to slide into any girl's story. No, it's calculated. We are talking this out to try to figure out how I get to sing to Livvy Dunne. So,
well, what's the girls, the LSU girls, the mutual friends that you have?
Yeah, her name's Bella.
What are their names? Yeah, find her. Slide into her DM.
Well, she's great. They were the nicest girls ever.
That's what I'm saying.
And they were so fun.
Use the mutual connection.
Okay,
bro.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Slide into that girl's DM.
I will.
And then that girl will get you to where you need to go.
Hey, homie.
Hey, homie. Yeah, I like that.
Just because, I got to make sure Livvy knows that I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be like, hey, how do I get to serenade Livvy? Or what should I DM her?
Yeah. What should I DM her?
Yeah.
That message is definitely going to get relayed. So.
Yeah, that will get relayed.
Yeah. We'll figure. Okay, this is good. All right. So sometimes the best way to get to someone
is just a friend. Well, it's all about who you know. It's all about who you know. This is who you know.
How do I serenade Livvy?
To get you to where do you want it? Get you to who you want to know. It's who you know to get you to who you want to know. Get what we're saying. This is good.
And then you add an LOL.
Oh, you add an LOL. Yeah. Keep it a little cheeky.
How do I serenade Livvy, or what should I DM her? LOL.
Yeah. Are you a big emojis guy or not really?
Not really.
See, I've become an emojis.
I like the nervous one, like the. like the
sweat, the sweat mark and the smile. I send that. I send that a lot, and I've become the devil horn.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the muscle. I send those, and I look at myself, and I'm like, that's cringy.
See, I think I'm an okay texter. I think that's like because I think I just do a good job of showing my personality through texting. Because some people are very like strategic and make sure like all their punctuation is good.
No, you're not writing an email, bro. You're not writing an email.
Yeah, no, I mean, I say
short form.
Actually, some people think it's annoying though, but I'll text like I don't do paragraphs.
You do.
I text individuals. So I'm like, oh, bet, let's do this instead. By the way,
because it's separate thoughts. It's like you would.
Yeah, it's separate thoughts.
It's like a conversation where there's a pause.
Exactly.
You're not just gonna do a full run.
No, I think I'm a pretty good texter too. Girls have said that to me too. They're like, oh, it's fun texting you.
What if they told you you're bad at?
I was just be like, all right, we're done texting. Or I'll be like, FaceTime?
Oh, yeah, I like the FaceTime. I've become a FaceTime guy too.
I like
I wasn't always a FaceTime
I actually like voice audios. I like doing that. Like if I like start talking to someone, I love just like, I don't know, I like hearing people's voices too. Because then sometimes, I don't know, like I would get, girls would like give me their numbers too. And then I like, either I just see them in a bar or something like that too. And then I audio and then I get back and it's like, oh my God, it was so good meeting you. This and another. Wait, can we start it? I'm like, oh, sorry. Like sometimes it works in the other way too, where you're like, oh.
Have you sang a song over voice audio to a girl in text?
No.
I was gonna say that would be a bit much.
Yeah, it would be a bit much.
I feel
well,
like
I've sent friends like, oh, like tell me if this is a stupid idea for a song.
Well, yeah, demos and music.
Yeah,
friends,
no, but like it's like
thing. I'm saying you're trying to pick up a girl. You're not serenading over FaceTime.
Maybe over sometimes Snapchat if they just want to hear a song.
Do you do TikTok Live a lot or Instagram Live and stuff?
Sometimes it's fun. I do like it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sing. I'll go on there and sing a couple songs.
Your fan base is pretty giving on that stuff because I know TikTok Lives can end up they can help out the creators with
really money.
Yeah,
I try
like sending I don't like stuff, or you don't see it as that.
No, I don't need money. I'm a college kid, so I just like go out and I just sing.
For you, it's just growing your base.
It's just beer. It's just beer money. So that's like
it's just beer money.
Well, sometimes I'm like, all right, if you really want to hear a song, I get 500 like comments every 5 seconds. Like I can't play all these songs. I'll be like, all right, if you really want to hear one, you can Venmo me. And some people are super nice about it too, but that's not like the main reason I do it.
Yeah,
it's just fun. To me, it's so fun. Like even I'm with my friends sometimes too.
Do you go live with other people?
Yeah, sometimes. Or like I'll be with people, and I'll be like hey,
with
you guys
your
want to
gang
do it?
Or with your crew.
I know a lot of people that do it for money though, and that just doesn't seem as fun.
Yeah. Then it feels like work.
Yeah, I don't want to ever work.
You don't.
I don't work.
That's why we do what we do, bro.
Yeah,
we don't ever want to feel like we're working and stuff. So you were saying you got some new. Actually, let me hit you with some Nashville questions. So you've been here for a year and a half. Best Mexican food in town.
Las Palmas. My boy.
That's my
shout out to Oscar at Las Palmas Midtown. He hooks me up with free queso every time I'm in there.
You don't have a free queso program?
No, dude.
We're
just homies.
Like you're in. Where do you get the free queso?
Oh, I signed up like 5 times to get free queso, but it's gotten to the point now where I just go.
I like Palmas too. I go to the one in Hermitage. That's my local one.
Well, the $5 margs Tuesdays. I might do it before tomorrow. Actually, $5 margaritas, jumbos.
Oh, you jumbos.
Yeah, dude,
salt on the rim. Sugar.
I'm a sweet guy.
You're a sweet guy. Sweet boy. That's how we call McElwain. Sweet boy. Yeah. He's a sweet boy. And then for you...
I go with that quesadilla too, with a bunch of queso. Dude, so very lactose intolerant. But you just deal with it. So my friends know.
Do you go to have you been to that ice cream sandwich place across from Red Door?
No.
Baked Bear?
Baked Bear. I actually haven't.
I was going to say that is a lactose intolerant. If you're saying, fuck you, stomach.
Well, let me tell you, I'll have plenty of time to edit on the toilet after that. That'll be...
Yeah, you probably look forward to doing it because then you just sit there and edit. And
it's like a joke with my friends. They're like, dude, do you have some problems? I'm like, I know.
It's like masochism
we're past
for your stomach.
Yeah, we're past that, all right? It happens.
What's like your favorite, what do you think's like one of the most underrated spots in town?
Oh,
I think it'd be really for like hanging out. Bar,
yeah, let me think.
Food.
I think we have.
Because Belmont, you got a lot of good stuff right around campus, but there's other spots like people.
Yeah,
spots in Shermantown,
I'm in right Midtown, dude.
East.
I could have walked over here in 2 seconds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh shit, man. Underrated spots. I think Kung Fu.
I agree with that.
Dude, I
don't hang out there enough. It's like a nationwide concept. Like
really?
There's other Kung Fu's. It started out in Austin, Texas.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's a tech, but you could have so much. That to me is a great place to hang because
it's
there's
fun, man.
Because activities.
You can play bags, and I said bags like that. But
yeah, you're from the Midwest, bro. Of course you say bags.
So you say it.
I say cornhole. I don't say bags. I say cornhole.
What do you think of like when I say? Want to go play bags?
Well, Midwestern. So you're like the You Betcha guy.
Yeah, old Jeepers.
You got Busch Light in your veins.
Yeah, I got old Jeepers.
Makes sense.
Yeah, cheese curds. Yeah, I don't think I have that. Actually, every time I go home now, people think I have a Southern accent.
That's what I get told, dude, you're talking like a fucking hick.
Cowboy.
That's what I get told in New York. And then I come down here and I still say awesome and coffee and bagels and pizza.
Yeah.
Like I have my New York
I get like I say bagel.
Oh, you say it like that?
How do you say it?
Bagel.
Bagel.
You say it like beagle.
Bagel.
You say it like bagel.
Shit, I don't even know. I call it theater. Like it's a theater. Like so many little things where I was just like,
Southerners say that where they're like the Georgia Theater.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I was like, I don't know if I'm stupid or I just am like talk Midwestern. So like it's funny to like hear different people here. Like I have some guys that like are real, and I have the bad habit too of imitating people or like doing accents.
Dude, which if you're down here, everybody's from everywhere.
It's so funny,
you're picking up on so many different accents.
Oh my God, dude. I went a whole night being British.
Did you really?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
That had to be a blast.
Oh, it was a little fun. Especially when you get a few drinks in you and you can really bring it out.
Your British accent sounds like, you ever see, you're definitely into like TV shows and movies and stuff. If you're
so I actually,
are you into Ted Lasso? Dude, you sound like
fucking Roy Kent. Yeah, I love doing that. I love doing those. I used to do that. I used to do accents like that all the time. But yeah, dude, season 3 is coming out, dude.
Yeah,
I used to do a lot of impressions.
I heard that it was just going to be, they're cutting it after season 3, which makes me sad because I'm like, they could have
such a good show.
It is a great show.
Yeah, well, yeah, who's the douche in that show? Jamie?
Jamie, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, that first accent you did sound like him.
Yeah, after watching Ted Lasso 2, we were always doing that, just talking like this. And Too Hot to Handle, I think they do that all the time, just sound like idiots. It's funny.
You ever watch Letterkenny?
Oh, that's
Canadian,
like the Canadian one?
show.
Oh, dude, I watch Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Fucking break. Like, you watch Trailer Park Boys?
You can do bubbles?
Bubbles. Oh. He goes like this. I just want to fucking play with my kitties. Jesus Murphy. Dude, I fucking do that all the time.
And then Julian's just constantly walking around with a rum and coke that's never emptied.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that shit. Well, because that's pretty Midwestern, like the boat. Like,
yeah.
That's how my like uncles talk.
Yeah.
Oh, Will, look at you, little TikToker, huh? Like, I get that all the time.
Goal pack goal.
Oh yeah, go pack goal. Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
Have you mastered the Southern accent yet?
Down here?
Yeah.
Dude, I like just kind of put some twang in sometimes. I got a buddy from Kentucky, and it's real Southern. Like, it's like something you can't notice. Like, this is not how I usually talk at all. But some people think like, oh, that dude's Southern. You can go, and I got one friend, Jason, who sounds just like he has like 2 brain cells, but I love him.
Well, he's like Jason, yeah.
Yeah, his name's Jason. He has a pet pig, like in the house, if that helps you. Love the guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably be like my security guard because he's just huge and just beats up people. He's like, and sometimes I make the joke on the phone with him. He called me the other day and he's like, "Hey Bill, what's up? What y'all doing today?" I'm like, down there. Like, that's how I responded to him. And he's like, "Oh shit, really?" I was like, "You understood that?" Like, it's funny messing with him a lot too. But love that man. But a lot of people too just are from like Midwest and New York and stuff, Maryland.
Yeah, do you got a Northeastern accent? You got like a Boston? People confuse Boston and New York.
No, dude.
Boston, the AR is like harbor turns into haba, or like the AR turns into.
Oh yeah, like this. I think of
It's kind of British almost. It's like
you think so? I think of like Seinfeld and like Friends.
Oh,
how they talk in there sometimes.
Kramer and Costanza and Jerry.
Yeah, I think of that. You just want a coffee. Yeah, you
coffee.
can do that too. Dude, all I have to do is like Halloween. I get into Halloween.
What was the costume this year?
Well, I was Steve Irwin, so I got down under. And then I watched the YouTube video on how to talk Australian. How into it
did you get? Did you get like the
full
I
was drunk. Like,
uniform? Well, obviously you get drunk.
Yeah.
But like, how into
it was
the
awesome. I had a
you?
snake around me, and all I was doing, I was like, if I find a girl that's wearing an alligator costume, I need to marry her tonight. Like it, I got into it too. I was Peter Parker. I learned how to do a backflip just because I was dressing up as Spider-Man.
Wow.
And then, oh yeah, I love Halloween. Just being like an idiot. Because it's just like, I can just act.
Favorite costume as a kid when Halloween was really Halloween, like you're going to school and shit.
Let me think, because I don't remember a lot of my costumes. Jedi. I was also a Jedi. And I was fucking cool. I don't care what the bullies say.
Were you like using the force?
I was fucking cool. Yeah, every Walgreens entrance, dude. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yep, I did that shit. I would make videos all the time too. Like I would have fish wire with me.
Yeah.
And I'd go I would just freak my teacher out. I did that at school one time. I dressed up as a Jedi and I put a fishing line around her around her stapler. And I sat close enough too where I did one of these. I went whoosh, I caught it.
Just caught it.
Yeah. I was not a good student, dude. I was the type of kid I put my staplers or not. No, put my teacher's
you were a good student. You were just a kid. You weren't being challenged enough.
Yeah. I was just challenging.
You were challenging, yeah. You were like, all right, this shit ain't hard. I'm gonna show you what hard. Yeah. I'm gonna make you not want to be here as much as I don't want to be here.
Oh, dude, man. I mean, I think it was a love-hate. There was no teacher that was just like balanced, like had no impression on me. It was either they loved me or they hated me.
What was the first thing you ever got detention for?
We definitely both had detention. Yeah, first grade, I stole some animals. I was a little
animals.
Thief. I just loved animals. I wanted to be a zookeeper,
like
and I didn't have
animals, or like
no, they were like toy plastic animals, and I stole them.
Took them home with you?
No, just to lunch, but I got in trouble. I didn't get them home. I wasn't smooth, dude. I'm not a good criminal. Caught me, yeah.
I stole a Yu-Gi-Oh card once.
Nerd.
I know, right?
Just kidding. What else did I get in trouble for? The scooter. I did go. I was a big pen gun kid. I got in trouble because I started a pen gun war in my classroom.
Pen gun? What do you mean? Was that the rubber band on the pen?
Dude. Well, we made it so I was like the head. Me and my buddy, Michael Giacalone, bro, and Ethan Boers, we would get these. We would just go to the store, get a bunch of, or we'd go to like the Lost and Found, where there's just a bunch of empty like rubber bands, pencils, pens. Take them all apart, go home, make literally deadly weapons that punctured each other, and we would go home, make them, and then bring them to school. And people would be like, "Oh, I want one." Be like, "All right, give me your pencil box. Let me cook you up something." And I would go around. I would undo all the pens. We had all sorts of different parts. I would lay out my springs. I would lay out my rubber bands, and I would be like, "All right, come here. You want some? What you want? You want rubber band action? You want auto? You want multi shot? Let me know what you want." But then I was a kid, so it was like higher pitch. But then we do it, and I would make pen guns. And then one day too, my teacher caught me and my buddy. We would go across the little classroom. These things were powerful. This was spring, and we would be able to press a button, or like literally just sit here and I would press a button, and I could shoot a pin like into your chest, bro.
Accuracy because it's moving so fast.
Dude, it was sick. I thought it was awesome at the time, but then Mr. Gamboa busted us, and we got detention for that. They're dangerous. I'm like, we know. It's my middle name.
You ever shoot him across the lunchroom?
Oh yeah.
I feel like the cafeteria would be the ideal spot for it.
Oh yeah. No, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful of the sweet lunch ladies, though. We couldn't. No crossfire.
In between classes in the hallway.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's like you're hiding behind lockers and shit, so you don't catch one to the cheek.
And we thought about that too. Like, how cool would like a Nerf battle throughout the whole school be?
Yeah.
We just did that, but more dangerous. Like it was their fault. It was their fault we made them because they didn't let us do Nerf guns.
Yeah.
So that's their fault. Actually, well, technically, we put like pins and Nerf darts, and then we made it so you can shoot Nerf darts too. So technically, it all worked out.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. So as far as like new music and stuff like that, what has the world got to look forward to for Will Cullen as far as content, shows, just different things that you're going to be doing for this year?
This year it might be like the most fun ever. Shows, rounds at least like once or twice a week. Making content, bunch of stuff. I think the guys will like this. I'm going to spring break soon, so I've decided to take my talents to the beach, which is gonna be great.
Which spring break destination?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay,
I'm actually playing two. They're actually opening a tin roof in Fort Lauderdale the weekend I'm there, and I'm gonna open it up. So that'll be cool.
You're gonna crush down there. That shit's cool because we've done the spring break shows. Mm-hmm. We did Panama City Beach back-to-back years. One of the years that we went, it was us. It was Trey Lewis. Yeah. So it was right at the height of Dick Down in Dallas coming out.
He does not like me, by the way. I was joking with him. I take that back. I don't know if he doesn't like me, but I would not be surprised if he doesn't like me because I went up to him at Live Oak when I met him. And I was just doing I was kind of just joking with him, but he might not have been in a good mood. And I was just being myself, like, oh, what's up, dude? Like, you want to go serenade a girl? Like, sometime he's like, who's this? I think he thought I was like some.
Yeah, he probably didn't. Yeah.
But it's funny you said that because, we are playing on the beach, and then I plan on going and serenading so many girls there. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, you're gonna.
For me, I'm gonna end up like it's gonna be more beneficial for me to go on spring break because of the content I'm gonna make there.
Yeah, you're gonna have that spring break content's gonna be insane. But you'll have to look and see but the year we were down in Panama City, it was us, Afro Man, and Jack Harlow. Just
sick.
stupid. This year, that same event is like Young Gravy and somebody else. Where you'll just see there's just so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, the content.
Well, my problem is I don't have enough music out to do that yet because I have 2 songs out. That's stupid.
But dude, it's actually going to be better because instead of you only playing for 45 minutes or an hour, you're going to be able to play in 30 to 45 second increments whenever the fuck you want. You're outside the bars, you can play. You're in somebody's fucking trashy motel room, you can do it. You're going up to girls on the beach. You're going up to groups of people, girls, guys. You're seeing everybody. By doing that, you don't have one set. You have the Tin Roof gigs, but you can go and play whenever you want.
Playing at some
it's kind of better that way.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. And I mean, honestly, the TikTok too, some brand deals and stuff too. I'll be getting paid to go on vacation, which is the best. Dream. That's what I do it for. Parents are pissed about that, but I'm gonna just have fun.
Hey, it'll come around because I've had that too. Where
I just told my parents I'll just buy you a car. And we'll call it even. I know I was a little misfit piece of shit most of the life. I know I was a burden, but here's a hot tub. But so that's my plan. Just to buy my mom a hot tub and my dad a car. That's cool. And my manager something too. Yeah. I like guy so much. Yeah. But it's great, man. 2020, a lot of new music coming out.
Do we have a plan for when the next one is
March
coming?
10th. It's called Skinny Boy. It's making fun of TikTokers. It's actually going to be awesome.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs. And then just consistency, hopefully once a month after that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Working with some really, really cool people. Talented AF. So I get to do the fun stuff. I get to make content and write songs, go record it. But it's fun. I've been just in the studios a lot recently too, writing, getting some cuts soon. It's all just good. That's I want to keep it 50% writing, the actual Nashville thing, the actual singer-songwriter, writing your own songs, recording them, performing. But then 50% of me is I love acting and content creation. I even love screenwriting too. I have I want to have my own TV show soon. Just possibilities are endless. Nashville's the place to do it. Might go out to LA. I don't know. I got a weird brain, dude, and I want to.
You're 21 years old.
Well, I got plans.
You have
got plans, dog.
The world is your motherfucking oyster. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and I'm very stoked to have had you on the pod today. And thanks for coming on. Plug the podcast that you're involved with and your accounts and all that stuff. You work with some of our good buddies. Mike and Cullen.
Mike and Cullen, dude. We'll get that going too. Yeah. The section is pretty awesome. We're gonna get that back up and running pretty soon. It's always fun, just dope podcasting, talking, jokes. Maybe we'll get a drink next time we do it, and then it'll just be that much more fun. But Will Cullen, everywhere. New song that came out, Just Miss You. It's a sad boy one, but we'll get some happier stuff out sooner than you think.
Hell yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Awesome, dude. Well, I appreciate you coming on and
thanks
hanging.
So much. This is great.
Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in to the In the Round podcast. Check out our boy Will Cullen. If you're a fan of Will's on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, you're in college or you're a spring breaker, you heard the man. He's going to be down in Fort Lauderdale this year. So if you're out down in Fort Lauderdale spring break, be sure to be on the lookout. Pop by, see him at the Tin Roof down there in Fort Lauderdale, down in Delray Beach, baby, and have a good time down there. Skinny Boy is coming out in March.
Yeah, I haven't really announced that, but it'll be great. I will.
It's coming. This episode will be out next week.
Yeah, it'll be fine by then.
Well, he's got new music coming really soon that he'll be teasing on his channels and on his social media accounts, and be sure to follow him along everywhere. Appreciate you guys, as always, for checking out the pod. Shout out to our friends at Whaletail Media, Saxman Studios, our boy Mitch Wallis with the digital marketing agency, and, of course, our friends at Pickle Jar Live. For Sweet Boy behind the camera, my name is Matt Brill. Be sure to check out all of our social media accounts. Be sure to like, rate, subscribe, tell your mama and them, and we will see you next time. This has been the In the Round podcast.